Is this thing here, if I do this, would it change this at all, or is it functionally the same?
This.
It'll show up on
Yes,
stream.
we're pretty sure it's the same. Let me. Yeah, it is.
Good Guy Creeper with 5 gifted. Google using the Fetch API MDN. Don't know what that means. The Fool Drew donated 5. Call the Master of JS, Theo. Najima with 5. The only thing I'm convinced about is Radiant is the reason the US needs so many H1B1s.
True. We lost my company. We had an H1B person, and then we lost them because, couldn't get their visa renewed. Unlucky.
Well, thank God you're still there.
Okay. Okay. Where are my JavaScript people? Okay. Let me see if I can understand. I'm going to try to explain what this says. Okay. Okay. Await is our thing that is doing some promise fulfillment bullshit. Fetch, I don't know. This is doing something. It's going to this website. It's sending something, a request or some signal, HTTP, whatever bullshit. I don't know what the fuck. It's sending something, okay?
Yep.
It sees these two headers. When the website here is listening for these two headers, it looks for the API key. It sees the API key. It sees this command. I don't know what we would call this thing, whatever, get. And then what it's doing, when it sees this get thing, after this thing happens and communicates with the website and does all this shit, okay? What it's doing is after this, our response here, then here is going to be our response. And within then, we've got the response, but the response is being, I'm assuming this is a file conversion or doing something. It's turning this response into a .json file using some automatic, however the fuck JavaScript turns things into JSON files or whatever. So it's creating a JSON file that has the response here. Is that what it's doing? Based on whatever is returned with this get thing? That's what it's doing. Okay. So then what I need to do is, okay, how long does JavaScript, wait. It's not a file, but it's just an output. What is it? It's not a file. It just converts it into a JSON string.
Yes, it's basically just a variable. It's like sitting in the program.
Okay.
That's why you have to log it to the console with another .then statement.
Okay. JSON, yes, but not a file. So then I need to find a way to, what is the difference between a response and a JSON string? What does that do? What is the difference between those two things?
Res is
the response that I get from the Vestaboard API.
You're asking, so .json is spitting out what res is, except into JSON format.
Yeah, I'm asking, what is JSON format? What does that mean?
JSON format is the key and value thing that you see. So like, open bracket, the thing, and followed by colon, and then the value, right? Do you know what key and values are?
Of course he's not going to know what any of this shit is.
JSON object notation is a lightweight text-based data format for storing and exchanging data that is both human-readable and machine parsable. It is widely used in web development APIs because of its simplicity and language-independent nature. Key features include its support for basic data types like strings, numbers. Okay. So this is just transferring this response into some type of string that is easy for JavaScript to deal with, I guess. Okay. The header value is a JSON object. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Cash Maniac, Dammit, Nickel, and Fenpie Uwu with the subs. Thank you. I think we had a dono. Yeah, Philip MK with $5. Destiny, just put it in Grok. Elon Musk got you. He is your savior.
Response review request. You get JSON, res.json formats the response in JSON. Okay. So I need, okay. All right. Let's go back. Okay. Let's go back a little. Hold on. What does the console command do? That just opens a basically like a black box, and it prints or displays whatever I ask it to, right?
Yeah, console is like your internal like thing that comes with every Java program. It's a variable that like lets you feed into the output of wherever you're running the program. In this case, your terminal.
Okay. So I want to use somehow, okay, just going down here. So do I want to somehow console.log, would I want it to print the response, or would I want it to print the JSON formatted response? Is this response thing human readable, or does it need to be formatted with this JSON? Okay, it needs to be formatted with this JSON thing. So somehow I need to print in my console this formatted thing. So I need to get it like this. So I need to get this chunk up in here at some part in this code. This thing. Okay.
Mythos GG with $5.
Wait, hold on. Mm-hmm. Can I just stick this at the end, or does it need to go inside?
It needs to be another .then statement. Or
why does it need to be another .then statement? I'm not waiting for anything else to resolve or anything. No? Can I just... No, res.json is also a promise, so you want a .then as well. Can I... Because res.json returns a promise. Oh, okay. So in order to make this come out in the way that I want, I would have to... Can I store the promise as a variable and then call the variable with the console log? Or can I have this promise returned to two different functions?
They're saying yes.
I agree.
Res only exists in the fetch function. You can assign the await fetch to a variable up top. Okay, and then console log at the bottom. Yes, you could do var response await. Okay, could I not just have, so this here, this promise fulfillment creates, it converts it to this string. Could I also just somehow in here, hold on. Can the same promise fulfillment be fulfilled twice? Or do I need a different await for every response, for every then? Sorry.
No, you can have multiple thens. Well, not multiple thens for the same variable, pretty sure, but
thens aren't for variables though, right? I thought thens were for...
Or for the same thingy. Res is the thing that's coming out. You can't, I don't think
different
you can have
await for
thens.
every async. Hold on. What I'm asking, chat, what I'm asking is, can this same then, can I do multiple responses that are fulfilled by the same await? Or do I need a different await for every... You can write multiple instructions inside the then. Okay. So then,
yes.
Can I just... Why can I not, inside the then, so this is happening, how do I separate, how do I separate, like could I not do another, like can I not get this in here somehow? Is that impossible? Like I want to do then, and then this thing, and then also the console log. Do I just put, okay, does this work? So my promise is fulfilled, the response is converted to a JSON string, and the console log is printing, no wait.
I don't think that works.
That will print a promise, not the JSON. It's not a JSON at that point. It's a promise. Oh, wait. When you say it's not a JSON at this point, it's a promise, is that because the final output of this entire function is this res.json? That's the entire output of this. So anything I do inside of here is still... Okay. I understand. Okay. So this entire thing is giving me this output, and I can't there's no way that I can access this output as a variable or anything without assigning it as a variable first. So how do I assign, or how do I create this
Let's
response?
make another dot then. And make sure you delete that last semicolon.
Why do I have to delete the last
I'm
semicolon?
kind of lagging. Because this is another dot then that's acting on the answer of the last dot then.
Okay, no, hold on. So I think I do constant variable.
Right.
Let's just do x equals. So this is going to do, so what this variable will end up being is this variable will be this JSON string. And so at the end of this, could I do console.log and then print like that? Will this print or whatever, or no? Or can I, what am I doing here?
That might work. I think it should work, actually, yeah. I mean, it's another way of doing what I was going to tell you to do, but...
Destiny, return...
He's anti-help.
Rest.json.
No, it's not. He's not listening, all right?
What does return do? What does the return command mean?
Return in where? Like, return in general just means, like, the end of a function, and, like, means give me back the response. But I don't think you need to use return here.
You don't need to return. That's wrong. Okay. Let's just try running this guy. We'll see what happens. Okay. Okay. Control S. All right. Node. Oh, wait, hold on. Do this up top. Save. Node. Okay, nothing comes out. Wait, res.json returns a promise. You need to either await or add a second then with the console log inside.
That's what I was saying.
Really? Tell me the syntax right now. What do I need to do?
Okay, add another dot then, right after the last dot then.
What do you mean right after? Inside of the semicolon or outside?
Like at the end of the last parentheses before your semicolon.
This?
Can we get another coder up here?
Nope.
Open parentheses. Well, you forgot your parentheses. And then do name your variable. We'll call it data. After
wait,
first
you mean
parentheses.
I need a variable and a constant?
We're gonna ignore constant for now.
Well, why?
Keep typing question marks, chat. All right, just let me cook. All right, let's listen. All right, dot then, at the first parentheses, type data equals greater than, and then that thing you have console.log, and just replace the x with the data.
Hold on. Promise.prototype.then. Then method of promise instances takes up two arguments, callback functions for the fulfilled and rejected case of the promise. Okay. Wait, why was I link this again? Don't I already have this open in the other thing? Constant promise one equals new promise, resolve, success. Okay, promise one dot then value this, console.log value, expected output, success. Okay, hold on. We're gonna fucking wipe all this. Good luck. Wait.
I promise. Just do the thing that I said. I promise it works.
Okay, I'm doing it right now, okay?
Okay, I'm watching. You just delete it all.
Yeah, I'm retyping it right now.
Okay.
Oh, the previous dono, I forgot. He said, please just look up using the fetch API. I know you won't do it, but he did say that.
This is never. This is good though. I don't even want this to work. I just want to fuck around. Promise one
I
dot
promise.
then. I can name it like that. No.
Name what? Like what? You just have to do x dot then if you want to do it your way that you're currently doing it.
Yeah. What is the value that I'm looking for? Is it the res.json or this?
You need to give. So the thing you're putting in there is like you're naming a variable that's going to store whatever's coming out of then. Or no, like I don't know. I just use that. It's just a name. Just put any kind of name. All right.
This has to be a function.
Yeah, you're
Back what I
making it
missed.
an anonymous function.
You're declaring the name of a variable.
It can be anything. It can literally be anything. Like
No,
name a
X
potato
here
if
is
you
not a
want.
promise because you awaited the result. It's anonymous. He's declaring the argument. You can name it boobs. Await, and then are two different ways to resolve problems using
Name
them
it
both.
Pepe.
What does await do, Steven?
It waits for some promise to be fulfilled.
Got it.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna go back and read about await.
No, you just had it. You just had it. Why did you delete it? You were doing it right.
Oh, ye.
What? I'm gonna fuck
We're
Pepe.
doing a ye Pepe win.
fucking your
Pepe
mom.
wins.
Look at F1, F2, and F3 examples. They are perfect. Wait, which control F? F1. These ones that I'm looking at right here? And F3? Yes, F1.
Jarvis is inevitable.
See, look what Adorable J just said in chat. It's literally exactly what I'm saying. Do exactly what he's saying. Just
Wait,
make
which
another
one?
dot then. That's all you have to do.
Just chain the other dot then data, console log, data.
It's just a second dot then. That's all it's saying.
Where?
Right after your last dot then. So after the last parentheses, put another dot, and then exactly what he just put.
Yeah, just copy his code. Sweet.
Dot then, and then console dot log. What is my data? But I understand here.
You need to
Isn't this still?
declare the variable.
But the promise is
you have
still.
to do-
Isn't the promise still unfulfilled in here?
No. You're just like asking for like another thing. Just okay.
But isn't the
in your
thing I'm
dot then-
asking for what I'm asking this entire function to produce? How can I get this inside the function?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Okay, wait. So you're dot then, you have to declare a variable, call it Pepe or something, whatever you want to call it, after the first parentheses, and then you got to put the equal sign with the greater than symbol.
Dot JSON.
Okay.
Dot then. Not JSON. Then. Wait. Hold on. Dot JSON.
What? I promise. Just listen to me. I promise.
Wait. Hold on. I have too many parentheses. Okay. I think. This.
Shadowpoke is asking Radiant to explain what a monad is.
Dot then is
A
after
monad.
the promise is fulfilled.
Sounds familiar. It's been a while. Let me Google it. I'm gonna ask Jarvis again.
Yes, but you were missing an end parentheses. There you go. Okay. What am I putting inside of the console.log?
You're gonna put. Okay, that's what I mean. You have to declare a variable. So before console.log, inside that same parentheses, you need to put some variable name. We'll call it data. Okay, just type in the words data, and then the equals, and then the greater than sign. And then put inside the parentheses of your console.log data.
This works. Run it now.
Oh my god.
Wait.
I can you check your DMs? I DM'd you the answer.
Yep. I'm checking right now. Okay, hold on.
All right.
Gulag says with the tier 3, Jesse's 100% using an AI right now, but he won't show it on stream until Hassan get clipped using it first, by the way. Salty vibe coder.
True. Dot then needs to take in a function. So arguments and oh, hold on. Let's just run what Radiant wants us to run real quick. Okay. Where does this go?
Yes, exactly. What it is. Yes, you're making an anonymous function. Okay, wait.
No, wait. What do you want me to
The
copy?
thing I just said, you
Okay.
just replace your code with that. But you need to have that method get or whatever that it's missing. You can put it right after this if you want.
Wait. So I'm keeping the await part, right?
Yes. Okay, so after you're missing one more thing. After the headers closing bracket, you need to put another one that is method colon. What is it? Like method colon get, followed by comma.
Wait, where do I put this?
Okay, line 6.
Wait, why are you telling me to change something when you just sent me code? Why not just have it included in the code you sent
I know.
me?
I just forgot one thing. It's just one variable. All right, just
You
put
are
a comma
retarded.
on line 6. Line 6. Just put a comma.
At the very
Type
beginning?
the words method. No, after the curly bracket.
After the curly bracket, put a comma.
Yes, and then press enter. And then type method followed by colon space open quote all caps get close quote and then another comma. That's it.
Isn't that literally what is at the top of my thing, or is this doing it a second
It's in
time?
fucking line 2, Radiant.
Oh shoot. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Fucking retard.
I didn't read it. All right, just delete that.
Okay. Can I get rid of this? Do I need to store any of this as a constant, or can I just dump this at the beginning?
No, this will print into your console. Just run it. It should work.
Can I get
Mook
rid of this
said-
constant
Yeah, you can delete that variable. You don't need to put it in a variable.
variable? Okay.
Mooks with 5 said, Destiny unbanned food shops from Discord.
Why are they banned from Discord?
Don't unban her. She's gonna join and start screaming.
I don't know why she's banned.
Okay, Node. Best of. Okay, nothing is printing.
It's because Radiant didn't know how to fucking code.
No, that's not why. Then something's wrong with your JavaScript thing. That's all I was saying. You should
Okay,
run it in
I'm
curl
just
just to
gonna
make sure that the
ABC.
API works.
Okay. Wait. Let's just run this. I'm putting in API key ABC. Okay. Control S to save. Can I open PowerShell? Can I?
What about
Let's go
PowerShell?
to my desktop. God damn it! How do I go? Is it CD desktop? Can I do
I'm
that?
in.
Oh, okay.
CD.
And then our thing is named VB script. What do I do? Node space VB script and then run,
Yes.
or just push enter, right?
Yep.
Oh, that gave me a thing. Oh shit! Wait, why doesn't it do it on this one? Hold on.
Gotcha with the tier 1 said, Moot.
I knew it. I knew it was a console issue. I knew it was something
I
wrong
tried.
with how you installed it. So I was saying we should try it in curl first just to make sure.
Update Node on your other PC. I think I already have, I just downloaded and installed both of them on this at the same time.
That's the hardest poll I've ever had to vote in.
That's not what your mom said. Got him. Let's see. ABC, control set. What happens if I do this? Node. Check the Node version with Node-V. 24.
Dude, if I'm in Radiant's class, I'm fucking failing.
Didn't you just install Node? There's no way you have to like update it or whatever.
Yeah, it's the same Node version in both. Is there a chance that this PowerShell on this computer might be install the latest PowerShell? What do I do for? Is it like Winget? How do I get How do I?
Windings.
What do I do to? How do I get to make my PowerShell the latest thing?
You have to. It's a winget command. Let me go find it. PowerShell.
That is an error from the API. I understand that there's an error here, but I'm not getting an error printing on my other PowerShell. Let me just update it and make sure that it works.
Here, I'll send you the help article. Check your DMs. Just follow the steps there. It's a single command.
He doesn't want to use Jarvis right now, Radiant.
It's not Jarvis. It's a
Close
help article.
PowerShell and reopen it. Why would that matter? Let me try this. PowerShell.
Oh yeah, on your other thing, did you restart PowerShell when you installed Node?
I don't know. Users Destiny. Okay, Node space. Best tab.
You got to reformat.
Yeah, it doesn't print anything at all on the console. Just do console log test at the top to see if it can log. At the top of what, my Node dash.
I mean, it should have that error.
I know it doesn't. That's what I'm trying to fix.
Yeah, I know. I think we already know that there's output. There should be output coming out, but we're not getting any. So doing that console.log is going to have the same result.
Is it console?
Easy with a tier 3.
Console log or console.log? Does it matter?
Console.log is the... Yeah, it does matter.
So it's console space log? Oh, console.log is banned in chat. Okay, even that doesn't print. So my PowerShell over here is printing nothing. Why?
You installed Node.js. You restarted the console.
Yeah, you've done everything Radiant could think of.
Well, I'm just... Listen, this is problem solving, all right?
You don't have the VB script file
what
in the
else
same
does?
position in both computers. Sure, but I'm...
But it should tell you that if you're like citing a non-existent file or whatever.
Yeah, I'm seeing... I can see where the file is. Is Node in your path? Sure. Do you get anything with Node-V? Yes. Version 24.11.1. Maybe the script is working, but you're not returning the script. Well, I put for the key ABC, but I just get absolutely no output on my PowerShell. I don't know why. So like here, when I run the script, I'm getting, this is what I'm getting, the error invalid read write key. I should be getting that same thing on my other computer, but I'm not.
Is there a way you can show the terminal that you're using?
No.
On the other computer?
Literally nothing is happening. There's nothing to see.
I just want to see the UI and stuff just to make sure it's like not CMD or something like
It says
ancient.
Windows PowerShell in the top left.
I need to see that API.
Is it the blue background?
It's got like a blue greater than and then an underscore thing.
Okay. Oh wait, no, I know what you're talking about. Then that's the terminal interface. I mean, you could try installing like the updated PowerShell.
How do I check my PowerShell version? Can I just type in like PowerShell.v, or how do I?
If you see that thing at the top where it says install the latest PowerShell, then that should tell you. Like you don't have the, like I think Windows comes with like 5 or something.
Yeah, I gotta confirm that API key. It's time, brother.
What's it time for?
Join us. Come to Grok.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna check my path. Hold on.
Oh my God.
File, save as. Oh. Delete. Desktop. Save. Yes. Control S. Node. Vestibular. Oh my God. Okay. Just kidding. All right.
If Node-V was working,
It works.
then there
We're
shouldn't
fine.
be
Don't worry.
anything
We're
wrong
good.
with
Okay.
the runtime.
I'm going to swap out my API key. Here. Control S. Node. Vestibular. Okay. I get. This is
I
returning
actually have good help here.
what I expected to return. What?
Help us.
With the Vestaboard, you can get like a virtual Vestaboard. So you can like run it rather than having it like go on the one behind you. There's like
Sounds like
virtual keys and
cancer.
shit.
What? Wait, why are people saying leaked?
I don't know. Maybe they're trolling.
Oh, there's trolling. I didn't see anything. Wait. I think I do see something. What's that last line in your command?
You right
Or in your-
clicked?
PowerShell.
Just right click copy? Oh, hold on. Rotate.
I'm in.
Ooh, yeah, wait, that might... Did you put your key in the PowerShell?
Yeah, I guess. Hold on.
Please board flip. We need an Obama quick.
Oh, shit. Getting a mystery message.
Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh. Obama. Nice.
There it is. They were ready.
Giga Chad. How did they... That's not even the whole key. How did they do it?
Well, because when I right click, you can see the whole key here.
I know, yeah, like... Well, I guess maybe it was on screen for like longer than a few seconds. These literally like type it in by hand or what?
Well, I mean, if you have a
What's this one
keyboard. It says hello world. Well, it works at least. That's good.
Yeah, it fucking works.
Uh-oh.
Do you have any idea how much you could schizo mindfuck somebody with something like this?
Holy shit. Yeah,
to put this
that
in
would be
somebody's
fucking
realm?
bad, dude. Imagine you're on fucking mushrooms, your Vestaboard starts fucking going.
Is it noisy? I think Jader said it was noisy or something.
I don't really hear it at all. But
I guess
I'm not
my
listening
mic
to
doesn't
stream.
like pick it up that much.
Yeah.
Can you do like ASCII art? Since it has colors and stuff?
I mean, if
Yep.
you can put colors there.
Oh my god, somebody put a Pepe. Pepe wins.
Doesn't.
How does this feel, Pepe followers, that you got fucking Radiant on your side?
It feels good, right? Where's the... I can't even say it. It's such a disgusting word.
Oh, it makes you
the-
rethink. First one to get Yi or Pepe wins on the board is the true winner.
Okay. All right. This API key is reset.
Oh.
Saved this file. Okay. This node. Vestaboard. I get this. Okay. Easy. Okay. That works. Boom, boom, boom.
Wayo.
Okay. Endpoints. Read current message. Once you have a read/write API key, you can use it to get the current message. That's what this does.
You have 2 monitors on this computer, right? But can you just like drag it off screen and put your key in and see if it works?
What do you mean? It literally is working. What do I need to see it if it works?
The Vestaboard works.
No, I mean if okay, yeah, never mind. Well, just to see if your program works.
It is working. I'm getting the output that I expect to get. The
Okay.
return is it looks like the array thing. I get 3 different returns. I get ID, appeared, and layout. I get 3 different things. I get this. This is what I would expect. I get current message. I get ID. Wait, I don't know what ID is. Vestaboard. Oh, it just comes in a different order. So I get ID, I get appeared, and then I get layout. I don't know why appeared doesn't show up here, but okay. With your read-write API key, you can also send a new message. Please note that the read-write API does not accept blank messages. Also note that if you send more than 1 message every 15 seconds, you are likely to have messages dropped as we rate limit the volume of messages sent to the board. Method. Post. Okay. Path. Here. Post. Headers. Body. You can provide text or an array with numbers, each representing the new state of the board. Okay. So await, fetch. What does fetch mean? It's like connecting to something or what?
Fetch is like calling.
And fetch is the internal function that lets you do HTTP requests,
Okay.
or like internal JavaScript function.
Fetch is an HTTP request. Okay. So I'm making a request to this URL.
Was I right, chat?
Body is
Sort of.
JSON.stringify. What does stringify mean? What does a dot thing mean? What does this mean, generally speaking? There's a thing and a dot.
Dot is like doing something with that. In this case here, when you're doing dot with a parentheses, you're executing a function contained within that object. In this case, the JSON object. So stringify is a function within the JSON class or whatever it's called that will turn whatever you're feeding into it into a string or whatever, like a special kind of string.
Okay. Is JSON are these like things that are default in the JavaScript language?
And the JSON is its own thing.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a
It's
thing
not like
that
a thing you declare or whatever. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
JSON. So stringify is turning JSON into a serialized string. Okay. So fetch is making a request to this website. And the request we're making is inside JavaScript. Why does it know it's JavaScript? Is it just automatic? That's what it's listening for, or what? Or are these like JavaScript commands, or what? Body headers.
You're running this in JavaScript. I'm not sure what you mean.
How does it know it's getting, like when I'm fetching and I'm going to this website, how does it know it's getting a JavaScript request?
Oh, okay, so you're using JavaScript to send an HTTP request. Like all this thing is doing is that using your JavaScript, you're sending an HTTP request, which can be in any language you want, to that website in that format. And then you're getting back an answer. Like JavaScript is kind of like its own thing. It's not important to this.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so body, JSON.stringify text, hello world. Header,
Yeah, give us the API key again.
okay. Method, post. Okay. So let's assume I need to make a different file for this, right?
No, you can use the same file. It's just that your file will do two things at once.
Is there a way I can like make it so my file needs a command to execute a thing in the thing so I don't have to run the entire file every time, or should I just make a different file?
I'm not sure what you just said. Repeat that.
Let's assume that I had 100 things that I wanted to do, and I don't want to do all 100 of them every single time I open my file. Would it not make sense
Okay.
to make a new file, or?
Yes, you can make a new file if you'd like. It's just that it's kind of annoying to deal with multiple files. Like
So
you could
if
just
you're
comment
making a
this stuff
large
out.
project, you just run every single function every single time you open the file?
If you're doing something as simple as doing like 2 different HTTP requests to read and write, I'd probably only have 2 files. I mean, 1 file.
He just listens to Jarvis, but yeah.
Okay, we're doing a new file. Okay.
Najima with the tier 2. I can't believe Radiant can't explain the idea of library plus functions for what the dot means.
It's because it's not just like a library is an object and is a like, you know, it's I'm trying to explain it in a way that he doesn't have to ingest a bunch of like irrelevant programmer information.
Vesta
All right.
board. Okay, I'm putting this in here. I'm going to make a folder called Vesta board. We're going to put our files in there. Okay, file, new. We're going to call this Vesta post.js. And we're going to save it in here. Okay. Copy this. Now, my question is, how do I change externally? Jesus Christ. Okay, let's not worry about that yet. How do I change the text inside of this hello world without having to like hard code it every time?
You do that with another variable. And it also depends on how you want to have that be dynamic. So like instead of hello world, you'd put like X, for example, assuming that you declared a variable named X that had some information in it. And then that X could be listening to the DGG API or whatever. Maybe Jader can set up an endpoint, something like that, that will listen for requests coming from there, that will take it in as a string and forward it.
Steve can set up the API.
True. That would be a great stream. I'll be there.
Okay.
Ethan with $10. This stream demonstrates why vibe coding caused so many issues with Minecraft Bug Rock.
That's not true. Minecraft Bug Rock was the thing before ChatGPT was a thing.
Okay, so theoretically, fuck. How do I make a new file? File, new file. Vesta post.js. So I'm just creating this here. Okay. So theoretically, I should be able to type in, if I just run this file in Node.js, it should put hello world on the board behind me.
Yes.
Hear me out. We bring over an Indian lady. We dress her up like Vanna White. We get rid of this Vesta board. And we just have her walk back and forth getting letters to put up chat donos.
Why don't you? What was that thing Soda Poppin had a long time ago?
Yes, true.
The
If I wanted to be able to have
VTuber in
the
the
same
corner.
console logging and everything before, can I just throw this at the end of this, or do I put
No,
this?
you don't. You don't need that because there's nothing that needs to come out. Like there's nothing you're listening for. In this case, you're just sending an input.
There's nothing really to console log. Okay,
Yeah, there's
so like,
nothing
well,
that's
so
gonna come
but my issue is I'm typing a node, and then Vesta post.js, but nothing happens. Nothing's showing up on the board behind me, and I don't have an error message or anything because I can't see. So
I guess you could log the error then, but
yes. So how do I log the?
You could use
do
wait.
that console.log part. Do the part that does the error.
The
Or
dot
sorry,
catch?
no. Like, just copy all of them except res.
Okay. So this, basically, right?
Yes.
I like how you said yes before it showed up on my stream.
Wait, what? No, I just saw it on your stream. You said copy all this.
Don't worry. You're good.
You're the one that's lagging, not me.
Dude, if Cloudflare goes down, Radiant's fucked at work.
That's not true. Listen, my specialty is Python, all right?
Okay.
So,
Status 403. Forbidden. Did I not update my API key? Oh shit, that I didn't. There we go. Good one. Okay. Copy.
Yep. Just paste it into the PowerShell.
Yeah, nice. Okay, okay. Thank you, Mutin. Thank you. Vesta post. Status 200.
I can tell.
Status text. Okay.
When we
Oh,
play Arc Raiders, it's going to be so much better.
okay.
Oh, cool. Even formats it and puts it in like in the middle of the thing.
Sure, it probably does something. Okay.
So if you put something really long, does it like break it or like break it into separate lines?
Let's try.
Type in Yi wins, Pepe loses. Any Pepe
Don't put that.
file is an idiot.
Radiant is definitely vibe coding his way through work 100%. That's true, actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cursor saved my life. Thank you. If you're listening, Cursor devs, I love you guys.
Okay. But okay. All right, we're about to get cringe. I need to convert. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Hold on. Use VBML on the Vestaboard doc.
What is VBML?
It's their little markup language, I think, for like what it basically maps a number onto an output on the board. So certain numbers will stand for colors, letters, whatever else, I think. Okay, so now what I need to do is for text here. Oh shit, Mitch. Mitch, what up? Mitch, what is up?
What? This is the exact same docs you saw, isn't it?
I see you in my chat with that little programmer thing.
I mean, Radiant already told you to do this.
Does DGG
True.
have an API? What would you say? Not a listener, an output, an endpoint that just outputs in some format the last, I guess, donator name, dollar
They'd have to
amount,
set that up for you for sure.
and first few
No
things.
way they have that listening.
Well, no,
It
we
must
have
already
something
exist, though,
because I
because
have
it's in
a
chat.
web page that allows me to see all of these things. So the data and the format and everything is there. I just need some well-formatted endpoint.
They laugh.
Learn, bitch. Okay. Oh, and this fucking retard doesn't even know the proper git link. Nice. Good one, Cake. That's what happens when you don't contribute for years at a time, okay?
True, actually.
All right.
You got to sign in, moron.
It's private. Why the fuck is it private? How are we supposed to get contributors? Just kidding. We don't want forkers. The best thing
No,
you
they're
can
going to
do
steal
on
your
your
shit like they
end
did in the past.
is to listen
Let
to
me
this
fork.
WebSocket. Example DGG chat API using the public one. Is this public facing? Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, you made a whole thing. That's cheating. Stop, Uni. Okay, hold on. Let's learn and listen. No, fuck. This is cheating so much.
It's easy. It's like cheating. Yeah, man, it's gonna be on the
I mean,
test.
Radiant could have done this in fucking 2 minutes. This
True,
Unidev guy
actually.
doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Listen, man, there's a reason why I have chat perms or stream Discord perms, not you.
Radiant is at DGG. Radiant is what we call a 2080 coder. Okay, we look for 80/20 coders here. Okay, our 80/20 devs, what they do is they spend 80% of their time programming, 20% of their time debugging. Okay, Radiant spends 20% of his time vibe coding and then 80% of his time fixing his fucking bullshit.
Actually
That's
true.
okay. We're
It's
not
so
looking
much
for that right now.
faster.
Okay.
It's actually faster.
I think the DGG devs spend 80% of their time shit talking, 20% of the time coding.
Actually, I think they just spend as
There's
many
some
time as they can
DGG chat.
rigging the polls for more whiplash.
Jader's just in chat watching movies.
God damn it. Okay. Made by Unidev usage. Fill in the Vestaboard API key. Don't show this to chat or they will be able to control your board. Run this command. Node script.js. Configuration. Constant. Vestaboard API key. Destiny WS URL. Oh my God. WSS. Is this my website's API thing?
Yes.
WebSocket. That's what WSS means. WebSocket socket.
SS means something, that's for sure.
Is that actually? There's no way that's a public WebSocket, is it?
Yes. Vestaboard
That's
post
crazy.
URL. Okay. Messages are queued since Vestaboard only lets you send one message per 15 seconds. Good job. Nice.
That's smart.
Okay. Constant for queue equals. Oh, okay. Maybe that gets filled. Let
That's an
processing
empty
equal
array.
false.
That's empty because it's going to get pulled up whatever it's going to be in the future, right?
Yeah,
Whatever
he's gonna
is queued?
store the queued stuff. Yep.
In there. Yeah.
It's just a declaration.
Holy shit. I'm in.
Okay. Okay, wait, sorry, okay. Function, send to Vestaboard, text, console.log, queued,
And then he's got the queued in there because it goes to
Text.
that first.
queue.push, text, process, okay, whatever. So this is all the stuff it's sending to the Vestaboard. It's outputting this for me to read somewhere, I'm assuming.
Yep, that's gonna put a text and say queued up this
Async
message.
function. Process queue is some other function making. Okay, if processing queue links, I don't know what this fucking what does 3 equal signs mean?
That is a comparison. Or wait, no, let me think. It's been a while.
Okay.
That,
Grok, what is it?
it's a comparison. I think it means the same thing as equals equals, but I forgot what's the difference between that and like a simple double equals. There's like something specific. Chat saying type strict.
If and only if. Length equals 0. This is probably saying if the queue is empty. That's my guess. Maybe?
Yes. Well, it's if you're processing or if the queue's length is 0, then return. It means get out of that function.
Okay.
Thank you, Jarvis.
Strict. Okay.
See this triple equal stuff? This is a JavaScript thing. This is why nobody uses JavaScript.
it has to be the same type. For example, 0 and question or parentheses, no, quotation marks equal to 0 would be false. Okay. I don't know. Don't care. Okay, console log, Vesta board, sending, $ text, response, await, fetch. Okay. This is what it's sending, post. These are the headers that need to be here. Vesta board API key. These are constants that when I define them up here, it's going to automatically.
Yeah, it's going to replace it.
Wow, thanks.
I got a breaking news clip.
Although honestly, you should be doing this with system variables or whatever, environment variables. It's a little bit more secure. So that way you can actually upload this to GitHub or wherever you want to store it.
Where would I define the environment variable at?
In your console.
Every time I run it?
Anytime you launch the system that's going to be running this program.
All caps is
Or a
standard
.env
practice
file, yeah.
for naming variables that don't change during runtime. Okay. Okay. Sending text.
Ethan for $10 to Destiny. Mr. Moon is literally the best co-streamer that should be paid. Won the
True.
DGG lottery. Hot wife plays D&D all day. We need more Mootin. Thank you.
I love you.
Being
Moon.
chilling.
Okay. Stringify. Okay. My only question, or maybe I'll do this in the future for uni, if you're the one who made this, is I don't know if I want to make some cute, like, automatic color formatting or something to, like, pad
like,
out
the
the sides
sides?
or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think this is going to
This won't
do...
have that.
Wow, really?
Yes.
You don't think so, Radiant?
No, I
Wait,
don't
your
think
kick
so.
your kick stream
Also,
died.
yeah, your kick
Good.
is gone.
You're saying it won't have that?
No, it won't have that.
Wow.
Very sure about that.
Thank you. Okay. True. Did all of Kick just die, or?
And I just refreshed it.
I think you're
once and
back.
I'm
It
back
keeps
now.
dying.
Keeps dying. Well, who knows?
Nope, I'm back now. Don't worry. Okay. Careful of giving people access to your board. They could cause the letters to rotate at infinite speeds, overheating your apartment until you die. Gotcha. Okay, we're waiting. Oh, I was gonna. Okay, wait over 15 seconds so you don't hit the rate limit. Is this Is this in like milliseconds or something? Is this 15.5 seconds?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Okay. It would be okay to up this to like 30,000, right, Uni? That would just mean that it would only show dono things every 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. JSON.
Tell us what that WebSocket does.
Which one?
Just the whole thing.
Only one.
What is constant? You're defining a variable?
Yes. It's one way to define a variable. It's another JavaScript thing.
It's opening up the Destiny WebSocket. That's what it's doing, retard.
No, I know. I don't understand what you're trying to say.
This fucking guy.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, it's Unidad.
God, are you?
Yo, what's up, man?
Wait, are you European? Hello.
Yes, I'm British.
Can you speak in an Indian accent for us?
Stop! Why? You've been hanging around Dan too much. Stop.
Sure.
Stop.
He's British.
Try. Okay. Const data equals event dot data Destiny format. Blah, blah, expression. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, hold on.
If you're British, why the hell are you up? Fucking like.
Because
2
he's a
a.m. over there.
Destiny viewer and he loves us.
Yep.
Body JSON dot stringify text. Oh, you're defining what Wait.
You want to
Nope.
question or something?
Nope. Hold
Okay.
on. Hold on. Hold on.
Let him cook. We got a vibe coder and a real dev in the call.
Is there any like injection vulnerabilities on what is it called, VestaBoard? Don't need to worry about.
I'd be surprised. It's a very simple API.
True.
Trimble as, yeah.
Clueless.
Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Okay. The JSON stringify text, right? Uni?
JSON to stringify creates text.
It creates text
Yes,
from
with the text content.
whatever's in this JSON file.
So there's a text variable. If you can see, the const text equals q.shift above
Wait,
it
wait.
somewhere.
I don't see that. Wait. Oh, okay.
Further up.
Okay. I see. Okay.
Oh.
So this is what's defining. Okay. Const text equals q.shift. Okay.
So it's taking the first thing out of the queue, and JSON.stringify is basically taking that as a JSON object and converting that to like a text object, basically.
Okay. Help me chase this down. So q.shift is coming from the queue.
Yep.
Okay. And where in the queue is it? This q.push text thing?
So yeah, push on, it's called an array, but it's basically a list of like values.
Okay.
Push will add something to the end, and shift will take something from the front.
Okay. Oh my God, my brain. Okay. You know what? Okay, wait, never mind. Okay, hold on. Ready? Okay. I'm starting from the
Yeah,
very
just
beginning.
copy
Okay.
paste this in there.
All right, Uni, where are you?
Yep.
Good. Okay. And the beginning here for these three things, you're naming these three. Do you call them variables or constants?
I'd call them constants.
Okay. Is there another thing that is a variable in JavaScript, or they're just called constants? You just call them constants?
In this case, I'd call them constants because they're not changing at all. There is a difference. So const in JavaScript can't be changed after you set it, and let lets you define a variable that can be changed, except for various reasons that doesn't apply in a bunch of situations. So a lot of stuff ends up being const.
Okay, gotcha. Variable. So a constant is just an unchanging variable, right? Kind of basically. So constant.
Yeah,
so we're setting these three things. We don't expect these values, probably in this case, to ever change in a larger programmer environment where people could type it maybe. But okay. So, So these three constants we're defining. My VestaBoard API key obviously is my API. Wait. Hold on. Let me just hold on. Let me just
Yeah, just copy paste that, put it in there.
hold on. I'm just adding this to my private.
If
GitHub,
you click
I
raw,
just-
it'll let you open the. Okay, well that works.
Yeah, don't worry, I got it. I don't like the raw output because I feel like they don't clean it, truncate it well enough.
True.
You know.
I mean, even if this works, nobody's going to be able to see the fucking board anyways.
Oh, they'll see it.
So J-Doctor was right. He's fucking right.
Okay, Vesta. Okay. So the first part. Wait. Okay, copy. Your VestaBoard API key goes in here.
Yep.
Okay. The other
Send that to
two
me.
constants are defined. I don't need to. Or they're.
Yes, you don't
these
need
aren't
to touch
changing. Yep.
those.
Okay. Messages are queued. Okay, messages are queued since VestaBoard only lets you send one message per 15 seconds. Okay, now you're defining another constant, and that constant
In this
is
case, it's
Go ahead.
This is one of the weird ones where it's not strictly a constant. It would be clearer maybe if this was let, because yeah, like we are going to add stuff into the queue later. So it will be changing in that way, but we're not going to like redefine queue throughout.
Does Vestiboard always rate limit you, even if you do it like on your own? Like even if you have it through a local setup?
I don't know, but I would have to
so.
apply for a local API key and all that bullshit. So fuck that.
Okay.
Okay, so constant. Okay, I understand what you're saying. It's still a constant. It would be like saying a constant is like the inside of your backpack, but what's inside the backpack might change, but it's always inside the backpack, right?
It's always the same backpack. Yes.
Yeah,
You're
it's
just
all- yeah.
putting different stuff inside it.
Yeah, okay.
That's
So your
actually
constant
really good
is a
analogy.
queue, and then that queue is going to be whatever filling up these brackets. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Let
So, and it starts out with just an empty list. is
Understood.
What that's doing.
Ain't no queue.
Okay, let processing equals false. So processing, I'm guessing just based on the verbiage, is whether or not it's doing some kind of work, and this is going to be changing, I imagine, from false to true, so that's why it's let. It's a variable, it'll change.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to be changing processing to true at some point.
Okay. So function, okay. Can you explain to me in JavaScript, what is a function? What does that do?
It's a reusable bit of code. And so you have function, and then you have a space, and then the name of the function.
Uh-huh.
And then you've got brackets for any data you want to input to the function. So in this case, a variable called text.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're creating a function called send to Vestiboard, and inside, and you're going to be inputting this text. And what can the thing you put inside, would you call these arguments, or would you call these strings, or what would you call these?
Parameter.
Yeah,
and
arguments
an
is
argument.
fine. Parameters would also,
Parameters,
I guess, be
okay.
more standard.
So
but yeah,
the
they're
parameter that
arguments.
you put in here can be, I'm guessing it could be a bunch of things. In this case, it's the constant text.
In this case, it's
Or wait, have we defined
So,
text yet, or
so-
not yet?
yeah, no. So text is what that value is called within the send to Vestiboard function. So you could sort of imagine it of there's like a slot in the function, and inside the function it sees whatever is in that slot I'm going to call text. And when you run the function at other places in the program, you can choose to put different things into that slot that the function then sees as text. So we could put anything into send to Vestiboard as text, and it will, like, from the function's point of view, it's, just a value called text, like a variable called text. Sorry.
Okay.
It's a container. It just happens to have the name text.
Yeah. The text name is only within the function that sees that in this case.
Okay. So within the function send to Vestiboard.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so creating a function, we have console.log. So we're logging something to the console. And then inside here, we're putting in, explain to what we have here.
Oh, you're
Queued
logging the
text.
queued text?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what is
Queue.push. So push on a. Oh, sorry. Do you want the console.log or the queue.push?
console.log first?
Or both. Okay. That's just a bit of JavaScript stuff to like put a value inside a string. So in this case, it's text. The thing we're passing in is a string when we're calling it. Like that's, yeah. So it's a bit of text. Console.log is just printing it to the like terminal. So when you run it, it will, whenever it sends something to the Vestiboard, it'll give you a little line of text saying queued, and then the bit of text that was queued. And the funny syntax is just saying, like, basically embed the value of text within, like, that sort of sentence almost of queued. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
Oh, I see. So this queued is not like a command. This is literally actually just text that you're just going to show up.
Yeah,
here.
Queuing
it's
it.
literally text that will
Yeah, I
say
gotcha.
queued,
Okay.
and then whatever text is.
Oh, okay. Queue.push is explain to me this. We have a function within a function,
So,
or what? Yeah.
right.
Yes, he's executing that function. The process.
Yeah. So queue is like a list basically, and lists can have like functions defined as like part of the list type of object. In this case, all lists can have push on them, and push, when you call like push on a list, it will add that item to the end. So in this case, you're adding the like value in the text parameter to the end of the queue list.
Okay.
I think it's probably important to explain that, like, you see where you declared queue on line 12 with the brackets, what do you call them? Square brackets. That made that into a list object, and list objects have a function called push that does exactly what he just said. If, in case you're wondering, like, why you wouldn't be able to do that with the other variables or whatever.
Quick thing, all the retards in chat saying it's an array. It does not behave as an array. It behaves as a list in any sensible language. Sometimes they're called array lists. JavaScript
Actually,
doesn't have normal arrays unless you're talking about buffers.
Okay.
Actually, it is a list, not an array.
Good. Okay. And then what is process queue? What is that doing?
That's calling the function called process queue. Generally, if you see a bit of text with 2 brackets after it, possibly with something in that, that's calling a function.
Which is down below?
Yeah, the process queue is directly below that.
Got it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so then, all right. Is this, okay, so just so I can understand this again, this text thing within send to VestaBoard is going to be found, whatever that parameter is, it's going to be defined within the function, right? Not somewhere else in this code, unless inside the function it makes it somewhere else in the code, right? Wait, I mean, I just had for unit. What is the answer to that?
Yeah, kind of like you could imagine it as text is basically a variable scoped to only be there within the function.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
The value in that variable is the thing that you pass in as the parameter for send to VestaBoard.
Into the parameter, into send to VestaBoard.
So if you called send to VestaBoard, like if you ran that elsewhere in the program and in the brackets after send to VestaBoard, you put, I don't know, hello world as a string, then it would run send to VestaBoard, and inside send to VestaBoard, text would be equal to hello world.
Okay. And when you say
Basically
text, you mean you would put like you did with cute here. What's the name for that symbol? It's not a tilde. What the fuck is a thing?
Oh, it's a backtick. Yeah, I mean it's but like normal strings are in quotation marks or like either double or single quotation marks, and there's some funny syntax for like fancy strings, but yeah,
okay.
Strings are quotation marks.
Okay, so anytime we use the function, anytime in the program we call the function send to VestaBoard, the parameter, explain this thing one more time, I'm sorry. Parameter in the parentheses.
That could be named Destiny if you want it to be. It doesn't have to be text. He just named it text to be clear of what is probably going to be in there.
Yeah, I guess to be clear again, like with a different analogy.
No, wait, hold on. No, wait, I'm sorry. No, wait. I understand. Just re-explain what you said before. Sorry, I'm pushing the replay button. Explain what that text refers to. Yeah.
That text is basically a variable.
Wait, I'm sorry. Let me clarify one more time. I'm so sorry. Okay. Text, that what you put in here for text, this is just a string of any characters. That text doesn't refer to some predefined like JavaScript thing, right?
No.
Okay. So
no,
you've written.
You can pass any text that you want into it, any value.
Any value. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. And then because you've put text in there, when we go inside the function, when you call this function, the first thing it's doing is it's printing, and the thing it's going to print to the console is we've queued up this text value or whatever.
Yep.
It's also going to push into this previously defined constant, the queue. It's going to push some text, and then how we're pushing this, we're getting it, I'm guessing is going to be defined later by this process queue function.
That's right. So push is something built into like lists that lets you just add something to the end.
Okay.
So in this case, it's like a list is just a collection of items in a certain order.
Okay.
And in this case, it's basically sticking the value that you put in this case, text, right on the end.
Okay.
So in the final position.
Okay. And then process queue is the thing we're about to define down here. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's already defined. Like it. And that's another.
No, Radiant, don't do this.
No, wait.
retarded
I've heard.
shit.
No, wait. Because he's like he's thinking that it's like oh, it's got to be defined. It's got to be
No,
run or whatever.
no,
Like,
don't.
it's-
This
there's
is not
two
the
different
time
steps.
nor way
Two
to
different
explain
steps.
this.
It's two different steps.
Right.
Okay.
Listen,
Go ahead.
do
Radiant,
you,
take a seat.
it might be worth scrolling down and finding where center vestiboard is called for a bit of context of what Radiant is trying to say, but doing it retardedly.
Okay.
Um,
We'll get to that part.
If you just like, okay,
Okay.
possibly, but
What is an async
it
function?
might-
Or sorry, go ahead. What were we saying?
if you see center vestiboard, if you just scroll down to, it's near the bottom of the file, where it's like actually used elsewhere.
Okay.
You can see center vestiboard message, like that's, so we define the function, in this case up at the top, and then we can run it passing in something as the parameter, is basically the distinction Radiant was trying to make, but doing it.
Shittily.
So when you say send a
No.
vestiboard message as a parameter, what this is basically doing then is it's going to rerun that function of send to vestiboard, but instead of but the parameter that's going to be passed in is whatever we define message as here, the variable, or I shouldn't say variable, I'm sorry, this parameter that's going to be set up here, okay? That's going to be run through this vestiboard thing. So whatever this is happening down here, we're going to send this variable up here. It's going to print the message to the console. It's going to amend the list. It's going to add this thing through push to the list, and then it's going to do whatever we learned this process queue thing is down here, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
Quick dono read for you. $10 from Kick Radiant. I'll donate 25 more if
Can
you
I-
kick Radiant from the call.
No, wait, please. Can I just give my like little explanation? Just give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All I want.
2 minutes.
Just 2 minutes. Okay, 1
It
minute.
took Uni
30
10 seconds.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
What?
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So in scripts like this, typically when it gets ran, there's like 2 steps. One is it internalizes all of the functions that were defined here. So in this case here, he defined like 3 or 4 different ones. I don't know how many. Then that means later on, your other functions can use them no matter what position those functions were written in the script. So like when he calls process queue inside of the send to vestiboard function, it's going to essentially just run the code that's contained within the process queue function. But yeah, that's the only thing I wanted to point out.
Wait, what?
'Cause okay. No, are you trolling me?
No, wait, say that it's going to, when you call the process queue function, it's always going to run inside, it's always also going to run the send to vestiboard function?
No, in send to vestiboard.
Yes.
Let's say you were to run the send to vestiboard function.
Correct.
Right. And
Yep.
then you get to and then it gets to that line process queue.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to run all the code within process queue.
Yeah.
That's it. But the point thing I'm pointing out is that the script doesn't get read from top to bottom necessarily. Like all the functions have already been internalized. That's why it might seem weird that you see process queue before it gets actually declared, but that's because the thing
Yeah, I
just
understand. You're
functional
putting it up here
differently.
because you'll define it later. What the fuck?
No. It doesn't matter that it's defined later. It's like done like that. Like it's a 2-step process. Like functions are defined or internalized no matter what.
Well, I don't know what that means. Functions are internalized
so-
no matter what.
That's not a good way to explain or anything.
Well,
When
he's thinking that
when-
you
when
need to
a
define process
function-
queue.
a function is basically a list of instructions
Yes.
with some data that you can choose to pass into them.
Sure.
When you're writing, like in this case, function send to vestiboard,
Mhm.
that's not actually being run yet. You're just telling the program that I want to have a function called send to vestiboard that I can use in, elsewhere in the program. I think that the mild distinction he was trying to make is that technically, like, you don't have to define these in order. So in this case, process queue, like the definition for that is written after it's like actually used inside of send to vestiboard.
Okay, sure.
It's not
yeah.
a particularly important
What are
distinction.
my lights are going crazy. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay. I wouldn't assume that this has to be written in order, right? Does code normally have to be written for stuff like this?
It does, but like not in functions. Functions are a
Does
separate.
in certain languages.
Thank you, Radiant. We're playing you
various
off.
reasons. What the fuck is that?
I'm not leaving. All right, I'm gonna be here to the end.
Oh my god. Hold on. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me see if my lights want to turn back on. Or you know, we'll just code in the dark because fuck it.
You're getting the real programmer fucking experience here, man.
True.
Good thing we're programming a Vesta board that people need to be able to see.
I should program it in Python, just convert it.
Feel free. It's not a difficult script. You do have to mess around with stuff in Python though, because
Did you chat GPT it actually? That's what I want to know. Because I feel like
No, I didn't.
No, he knows how to
okay.
code.
I already have
Wait,
code.
why would
for
you?
accessing the
Why would you
GPT
feel like he
API.
made this in ChatGPT?
No, I mean I'm not saying like it's bad or something.
I
I'm
didn't
just
say you
asking
said
for
it's bad.
this
I'm
really
asking you
simple.
what indications of this does it make it look like it was coded in ChatGPT?
Just because it's really simple, that's it. Not like as in like.
Why, if something if code
'Cause
is
it was well
simple, that
coded.
means it was coded in ChatGPT. That's your indication that it was made in ChatGPT.
No. I'm saying that this is so easy that you could do it in ChatGPT. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying like it's bad or whatever.
I never said
Can
you said
fix
it was
your goddamn
bad.
lights?
Nope. I think they're gonna
What's
be
wrong
off.
with my mic?
Why is this? You
Oh, I
guys
thought
are
you said
triggering
mic,
the
my
fuck
bad.
out of me. Not you guys, actually. It's just Radiant. Okay.
What? I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, I'm just helping. Otherwise, you'd have been looping on this thing about, oh, why is this thing being used before it's defined? Like I know that.
I mean, if we-
I never asked that. I didn't ask why it was being used before it was defined. I never asked that question. You
I
just
know
assumed.
you didn't ask that specifically, but you're gonna get stuck on that for like an hour.
Well, I'm
promise,
not going to get
promise.
stuck on that. What do you mean?
Just because you got stuck on that when you were learning does not
No,
mean
I
he
didn't
will.
get stuck on it. No, he was literally stuck on it in real time. All right, you guys can rewind the VOD.
You're not stuck
because
on it.
It's definitely happening.
There the lights are.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
King went
Sorry.
for $5 for Destiny.
Also, wait, a quick question. So every single time you call the function send to Vesta board everywhere, you're also running that process queue function too, right?
Yes, because it's called inside of
Inside of it,
the
yeah.
center best board.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. This async function. Why did my kick is fine? You guys are driving me crazy. Okay. What is an asynchronous function?
Right, so some things in JavaScript don't happen immediately. A good example is like requesting something from the web,
Okay.
because you don't want your entire program to necessarily freeze up while you're waiting, however many seconds it takes to fetch that file. One of the things that JavaScript provides for that is the ability to do asynchronous operations, in this case, await, which lets you basically pause execution until it's come back with the value. Await can only be used inside of async functions, and that's probably all you really need to know. It's there so that we can use await.
Okay, so an async function is a function that you will run when you want the code to be able to run while it's still waiting for something else. Like you don't want it to hold up your code, and we will put await inside of that.
Yes, that would. Yeah, it can run code and like wait on values that don't come immediately.
Rather than just running it immediately without a correct value?
Yeah, so there's something called a promise object, which is basically a value that's not arrived yet. So if you don't await a promise, you'll just get the actual like promise object, which you can't really do much with. You don't have the value yet. So to actually get the value, you have to wait for it using await.
Okay.
Um,
And what happens if you don't use await there?
Well, then you get the promise object back, which you can do certain things with, but it's generally you want to await.
Okay.
Is Kick going crazy? I can't tell what's happening right now.
Someone said
It's
it's not
lagging.
Kick, it's YouTube too.
What? My YouTube, I don't see drawing at all.
YouTube's fine.
Okay.
I've had no issues.
Are other Kick streams having issues, or is it just mine?
I'll go
It
watch another Kick
was a
stream.
little bit ago. I've switched off it.
Okay,
Let me look at XUC. XUC seems to be fine. Nobody's in there crying.
I don't know. I think it's just internet because when YouTube lags out, it doesn't actually lag. It just
I don't see my YouTube lagging
increases
at
the
all though,
delay.
but my kick is having a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, your kick's having issues, but XUC's isn't.
Okay, let's stop and start.
Noah Yee said, Unidev's pick looks like a modern deconstructed swastika.
It's 2 square brackets.
True.
Okay, so we're running an asynchronous function, and you're running this function called process queue. You're not putting any parameters in. Okay, explain to me this thing. So if processing queue length is if and only if 0, return. Explain to me what this is. Go ahead.
So basically we're saying if we are already processing a message, or if there's nothing in the queue to send to the actual Vesta board, we're going to return, which basically just says exit this function early. And the 2 bars is just the syntax for or.
Okay. Wait, hold on 1 second.
Your kick shit's still fucked.
Yeah, I know, but I was failing to connect, so I don't even know what the fuck.
Cloudflare going down again, is it?
Trump
What?
signs bill.
Would all of the data from a stream be going out through, pass through Cloudflare? Would that impact that?
Yes. Cloudflare does that kind of stuff.
You're
I mean,
correct.
everybody
I don't know
else's
about
stream
Big
is fine.
necessarily.
No,
You
yeah.
could.
It's
Oh, no, it's fine. Okay,
probably
you're correct.
not.
I got it. Don't worry, it's good now. Okay, so, earlier, so sorry, just for my own edification. So earlier I asked a question about how every single time you run, Vesta board, you're also going to run process queue. Theoretically, using this if thing, you could theoretically escape running that process queue if some other condition were met inside that function. Is that possible?
I'm not sure I entirely understand your question.
So it seemed like if you call this send to Vesta board function, because this process queue function is nested inside of it, is nested an okay word to user?
I wouldn't say so. The function isn't necessarily nested, but it's just called.
It's called as
within
a,
send to
okay.
Vesta board.
There, could you use this if return thing to escape or not call this process queue function inside the send to Vesta board function?
As in, you mean could you copy that line and put it directly before process queue
To avoid,
inside the send to Vesta board?
yeah. To
Yes,
avoid, okay.
that would work. But there's a reason why it's in here, which will.
Yeah, no, yeah, sure. I was just curious,
Well,
generally speaking, if that
yes.
works. Okay, all right. Okay, so if something is processing, or that's what these double bracket things mean, or
Yep.
okay, or the length of the queue is and only is 0, then return.
For
or sorry,
equals, it's
Yeah.
just a comparison. JavaScript fucked up a while ago with how they implemented double equals, so everyone uses triple equals.
Okay.
But it's just comparison. It's not necessarily a if and only it's thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, and then return means that you're just escaping the function. You're leaving. You're not running anything else past that. Okay.
Leaving straight away.
Okay. Processing equals true. Why?
So what we want is when we enter, it's probably, I'll explain the rough idea of this function so it's more obvious going through it.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I was going to interrupt you. Well, wait. Oh, sorry. If it's processing, or if the queue length is 0, then leave. But if it's not, and then we're going into the function, well, when we're going into the function, we're going to start processing something. So that's why you're setting this as true right now. Is that at the start here?
Yes, with
Okay.
the reasoning being if you if process queue gets called again, we want it to immediately exit because we're already
processing something.
In this one processing.
Yeah. Okay. You're creating a new constant. Do we have a different word for that? Not variable, constant. We're just calling it a constant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Text. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And your text, you're setting this constant as a function, q.shift. No, that's not a function. What is
whenever
the
you have the brackets, that's calling the function. So it's running it, basically. So the shift function on a list basically removes the first item and like returns it back to you.
Okay.
So in this case, it's just taking the first thing from the list, removing it from the list, and putting it into the constant text.
Okay. What is try?
It is
Oh, sorry.
good to know. This is not the same text as center vestibord. They have no relation.
No
It's just
relation
a
to each other.
name
Yes,
for-
I understand. Because this is within this and this is within another function, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so for constants that you define within functions, those are only defined. Those aren't global. I can say that, right? They're only within the. They're only.
Constants or variables, if they're defined within, they're basically. I guess you've got brackets for like the curly braces for nesting.
Mm-hmm.
For like putting blocks inside of each other. You also usually indent along those braces. Whenever you define like a variable, it can only be seen within like the level of braces that it's in.
Okay.
So in this case, the braces at that level for text are the ones for the process queue function.
Okay.
You get
Okay.
that, Radiant?
Yes. What does try do?
Wait, what? Yeah, I got it.
Yep. What does try do?
Some code can cause errors
Mm-hmm.
in JavaScript. Try basically says run through this code, and if you encounter an error, stop wherever you got to and run whatever code is inside the catch block afterwards. So as an example in this, let's say it fails to grab the data from the web request, like I don't know, maybe you're not connected to the internet.
Mm-hmm.
That will cause an error, and then that will run the catch error block underneath.
Okay. And so how do I know what it's, okay. So this is just a catch an error. Okay.
So, yeah, in this case, it's basically if something goes wrong, we don't want to crash the entire program. We basically just want to like print out the error to the console or to the terminal.
Okay. Why would it crash the whole program?
If you
Just
don't
default
like,
behavior.
handle an error using like a try thing, it will just keep sort of bubbling up through the program until it reaches it just sort of how do I put this?
Still breaks.
You could think of like when you call a function, you're almost like going into that function, like a layer in. Try to think if there's a good example. You could sort of see if you just go up to the like center vestibord function quickly. When you call process queue, it basically stops where it is inside of center vestibord. Runs goes into process queue, runs it all, exits process queue, and then continues on inside the center vestibord function. In this case, it just reaches the end. So the error will just keep going up and up and up until it reaches, I guess, the top level where there is nothing else to go inside, and then it just crashes the program because it's not handled. So with the try, it's basically saying, all right, I know there might be an error in here. I want to explicitly
okay, I gotcha.
it from
So
crashing and
theoretically,
restarting
the
it.
crash behavior would be this: you'd basically no longer be able to call this send to vestibord function because it would keep hanging at the process queue thing since you're not handling any errors.
No, it would. The error would reach process queue, see, all right, there's nothing handling me. It would go to back out of the process queue, get to center vestibord, see, there's nothing handling me. It'd go back up to wherever center vestibord was called, see, all right, there's nothing handling me, all the way until you reach whatever the basically first statement in your program is, and see,
Nothing.
all right,
okay.
I've not been handled. I'm going to choose to crash because we don't know what to do to recover.
And when you say handled, you mean some value or thing is being returned that's not being dealt with, basically?
Sorry. Kind of errors
Yeah,
on.
I want to
like,
go. Can I
returned in
go?
that way.
Yep, I love you.
I
Go.
want to
Yeah.
say it.
It's,
No,
Bye-bye.
I don't want to leave. Wait, I'm not leaving yet.
you can try
Hold
and
on.
explain it.
Wait, let me. Okay, so basically, in most programming languages, when you get an error or an exception, right, or when something goes wrong, it spits out a thing called an exception. By default, when an exception hasn't been handled by any other part of the code, the entire like JavaScript runtime will just decide to just close everything or just like shut down the program. That's why you usually want to handle it.
I understand that, but that's what I was
an error.
asking what it means to handle the thing. I'm just curious what that means to handle it.
Oh, okay. Handle
it's
is just
basically
determine.
yeah. It's
No,
it's
okay.
basically saying, all right, I have some code that is specifically going to grab any errors inside of this, and that's what the try catch does.
Sure. Okay.
A try catch is handling the error, so anything inside the try, any errors that come out, will be handled, and like basically passed to the catch thing, and the program won't crash. It'll just run whatever's in catch.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Wait a little over 15 seconds so you don't hit rate limits. I could turn that up to like, let's say that I theoretically just wanted to wait 30 seconds just to display things a little bit longer. I could change that to just 30,000 or whatever, right?
Yep.
Okay. WebSocket function. Okay. Connect. We're defining the or what?
Just because, are you getting how it's basically choosing to do the next thing in the queue, like after that amount of time?
How is it choosing to do the next thing?
Like how is it like actually running the next like thing in the queue once the 15.5 seconds are up, or whatever time?
So you're going to processing equals true, text is this, you're trying this to catch an error. Assuming no error happens, set timeout. What does that do?
So it basically says run the code that you pass to it after a certain millisecond delay.
Oh, and that's down here. Okay, set timeout. So if you're not processing anything for, wait,
This isn't a comparison. This is an assignment in this case.
this is not a comparison. This is an assignment. Okay, so set timeout is processing equals false, and then run process queue if nothing has happened for this number of milliseconds.
Not if nothing has happened, just after this amount of milliseconds, run this. Run that code.
Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on.
You get in this mood?
Big time.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, okay. If I put 30 down here, or let's just assume it's 30 seconds, right? Okay. Is this asynchronous function, is this running basically every 30 seconds? Would it be fair to say that or no? Go ahead. No, wait.
In
Not
fact, yes,
necessarily,
but
because
I wouldn't say that's how it's implemented.
you wouldn't say that isn't how it's implemented.
So like yeah, so the this is a bit of a weird thing to do, and there's reasons why you have to do this in JavaScript unless you do some funky stuff, but basically what you're saying is after say 30 seconds, you're going to set processing to false.
Yep.
Which means that the next time that process queue is called, you're going to be able to enter it. So like currently, when processing is, so you run process queue once, And this basically like sends one item to the Vesta board from the queue. And for the next 15 seconds, processing is going to be true because nothing's set it to false yet. So nothing else can be sent, no matter how many times you call process queue. And then after the 30 seconds or whatever, it's now saying, all right, we're done with processing. We're done with waiting for the Vesta board. You can now process the next thing. So you're allowed to, and then we actually need to tell it, okay, now process the next thing. So it's sort of whenever you call process queue, it sort of starts this loop of, we're not going to let anyone else in, and then after 15 seconds, we're going to do the next item. And it'll do that until queue.length is 0, and then we quit out because there's nothing left to send.
Okay. Gotcha.
Do you got them?
Yeah, I do. Why do you?
No, but
Okay. I'm sorry.
Rest in peace.
Let me re-explain that real quick, and then you can tell me if I understand right. So once you start this process queue, can you explain this thing, if processing is true or if the queue length is 0?
Yeah. So
okay, so that if you're currently processing and if the queue length is 0, then just escape, go back. We're not doing the rest of this because it's already working, we assume, right?
Sorry, what was that? I missed that.
Just
repeat it again.
Sure. Once you start this, so the first thing it's looking for is if it's already processing, or if the queue length is 0, then we escape the function. We're done processing, right?
Yep. So if we're already processing or the queue's empty,
yes,
then
we
don't want to do anything else.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if it's not processing, and if there's something in the queue, then one of those things. Then we are going to set processing to true. We're going to define some text. We're going to shift text in a queue up here. We're going to try running this code. This is where it's getting the Vesta board. However, we have this plugged in. Is this coming from our website somewhere, or?
This is just sending whatever text is to the Vesta board itself. Like this is basically the code you had for sending stuff to the Vesta
within
board.
here. Okay, it's going to try to post this. Hopefully, there's no error. And then after it does this, we are going to we are waiting for 30 seconds. In here, it'll wait a little over 15 seconds. And then after that's done, this thing is going to set processing to false because we're done processing. And then it's going to run the process queue again to restart this loop. And that's our loop, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
WebSocket.
It's not structured in like the traditional loop way because of how async stuff is handled in JavaScript. But yeah, it's basically a loop where you get to the bottom, wait 15 and a half seconds.
And then restart,
and then you end up at the top again.
Okay.
And the processing thing is basically there so that if any other calls come in the meantime, it won't try and send stuff again.
Yeah. Okay. WebSocket stuff. Yep. What is this?
So WebSockets are basically a type of connection, or like a type of, connection. So normally, like if you send a request to a server, you send something to it, asking something, it sends some data back. A WebSocket is a persistent thing, so you can always think of it like a channel where you stay connected. So I can send you some data, you'll receive that as a message. You can send me some data, I'll receive that as a message.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So our first function is connect. This is constant. We're defining a constant called WS. The WS equals new. What is this?
So WS is just the name of the constant.
New
So
WebSocket
it's
means
like,
you're opening a new connection to.
That's an object.
kind of it's creating like a WebSocket object pointing to that URL.
Okay.
So
So like you remember text at the beginning when we were kind of getting confused on what text was? It's like
I got it.
WS is like
Yep.
text. So
I
you could
gotcha.
name that the text if you wanted to.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yes, this is creating a WebSocket connection to the URL in Destiny WS URL.
Gotcha. On open is our function.
Sort of. So
What is
in this
it?
case, this is a bit of a funny way of how WebSockets work in JavaScript. So
Okay.
WebSocket has functions on it that it will choose to call whenever certain things happens, and we're basically setting those functions to run some of our own code. So in this case, on like when the WebSocket is properly opened and like, connected, it will run the code inside there.
Inside.
So it's a bit different to.
Am I making the?
It looks different to a normal function, but it acts basically the same.
Okay. We're running this locally on our server. We're not making the WebSocket guy run the code, are we? Or
No. So you're running this on your machine.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your like the built-in JavaScript WebSocket code is handling some stuff in the background, doing all the networking. It's sorting that stuff out for you, and you're basically telling it, all right, when this thing happens, and you choose to run, this on open thing because you've found it's connected. You're just like you're running this code. It's like
Okay.
a callback if you've.
okay, and there's just a bunch of stuff that it deals with in the background as part of a feature of the language. Okay, so this WS is what we've defined as our WebSocket.
Yep.
On open, I'm assuming means that it's decided it's made a connection, gotten a handshake, whatever. It's going to print to our console, connected to destiny.gg, so I know that we're connected.
Yep.
Okay, on message is, what is that?
So on message is just another thing that it will basically call when it's ready. In this case, it's going to call it whenever there's a new message has arrived over that WebSocket. So over that connection, like the Destiny, once you've connected to it, the Destiny GG WebSocket server for chat will send a whole bunch of messages, one for every chat message, when people join or leave chat, when gift subs happen, all sorts of events. It will send a message to all the people connected to it. And in this case, you're saying, when I receive that message, run this code.
Okay. Is that locally defined? Are we defining that? Or is that a WebSocket thing on my server that's defined? Or
Yeah, so it's just as with the other stuff, similar to like text earlier.
it's just whatever you
it's
want it
just
to
a thing that's passed in. Kind of, yeah. Like in this case,
be.
the thing that's like calling the onMessage function is the internal like WebSocket thing in the language.
Okay.
So it will pass in the event thing.
Okay.
So like it will have a certain structure that like is defined by the language and stuff.
Okay.
But we're basically saying, all right, we've got a thing from the WebSocket called event that's being passed in by the WebSocket.
Okay.
Quite trimple.
We can access stuff on it.
Okay. So we're gonna do try. We're setting another constant. We're doing something with the event.data.
So this is just accessing a like property of the event thing that's been passed in, the event object that's been passed in called data, because we don't want to have to write out like event.data every single time we want to access it.
Okay.
So we say, all right, just take the data bit, we don't care about the rest, and stick it in a constant called data.
Okay. And then we're making another constant called space index, which is data dot, and then a function index of.
Yep. So data is like I guess a string in this case. So it's a bit of text as like defined by the WebSocket stuff in the language. And we're getting basically the position of the first space. So index of will find the position of the thing you pass to it,
Okay.
and we're just passing like a space character, I guess, if you can see.
Okay.
So yeah, it's finding where the first space is.
Okay.
And if it fails to find one, it will return -1.
Okay. And then we're creating type, payload string, payload. These are all things defined on my API or whatever for data that my WebSocket is sending, I'm guessing.
Kind of. So I guess in the comment you can see Destiny format.
Yeah.
Basically all of the like messages from the server, like this is just how whoever's designed the DGG WebSocket server thing has decided to make it. The first thing is like the message type, which is just like an all caps like bit of text that's one of a bunch of different values. It might be like message or join or exit or whatever, to represent what type of event. And then there's a space, and then there's a bunch of JSON for all of the like actual data relating to that message. So in this case, what we're basically doing is we're like, so substring is basically saying, all right, I've got like this text, this string, and I'm getting just a section of that between like in this case, the 0th index and where we saw the first space. And that's like the type. So we're basically cutting out the type bit at the start, and then we're cutting out the like JSON bit as well. And those are stored in type and payload string, or payload STR,
Gotcha.
respectively.
And I'm guessing on the API on my website, the WebSocket will have the text either gift sub, mass gift, or subscription.
Yep, there's lots of other things as well, because this is everything is handled through here. So there's message, there's
everything. Yeah, but we're looking for these three basically.
These are the things that we care about.
Sure. And then if that we're gonna pass through this type, I guess we're defining whatever comes after these things, some substring that you said we were looking for before the first space here, whatever. We're passing it into this function. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's basically it's a slightly neater way of just saying if type is equal to gift sub, or type is equal to mass gift, or type is equal to subscription. It's just a slightly cleverer way of writing that, where you're basically saying, all right, I've got a list of these three things. Is type one of them? Is basically what this code is doing. Like, does this list of things include the type?
Okay. Payload at payload.nic. Okay, if this, I don't know what this means, and then
a bit of that's like error checking, but it's basically just making sure, all right, you probably don't know that. It's basically being extra safe and saying, all right, make sure that the like payload actually is something, and we've not been sent like some incorrect nothing as data.
Okay.
And make sure that there's a value on that like JSON object called nick, which I'm guessing stands for nickname. But
okay.
Yeah, actually, let's see if I can send a example of a sub message, because this will make it a lot clearer. I hope whoever this is from my thing is I'll have to put this in like a paste bin or something. Sec. Copy this. All right. I'm just pasting it in. Fuck, pastebin's banned. Great. All right.
Just put a space in between.
Oh yeah, good idea. You can fix.
So sorry, we gotta ban you. You're trying to.
Oh, this is an example of an output on our WebSocket?
Yeah, that's the raw thing from the WebSocket. So we're basically splitting out the gift sub and the JSON like data bit, and then we're like in the JSON data bit, we're checking that we actually did get some data. And then we're checking that the nick field exists. And then we're grabbing that and
Okay.
sending that to Vestaboard.
We're going to, when you say sending that to Vestaboard, you mean we're going to run the function send to Vestaboard, and in that function send to Vestaboard, we're going to pass through this this payload as a message. That's what we're going to be sending. That's what we're going to be running this send to Vestaboard text. That text is going to be the message that we've defined by the end of this bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We have a catch here. I'm assuming for error. I don't know what the fuck this E bracket bullshit is.
Yeah, it's just saying throw away the error.
Okay. Gotcha.
You could probably log that out to the console if you were being like nice about it.
Gotcha.
So you know
Why is it in a try catch? Since like, are you just catching every, or you don't care about any of the errors that come out?
Yeah, stuff can sometimes be weird on the WebSocket. I've had issues when I've not try catched it before. Just being safe. It's probably fine, but yeah.
That makes sense, I think.
It's mainly the JSON.parse thing can fail as well if it gets malformed data. So that can throw an error. Again, it shouldn't happen, but...
This would protect you if my site was fucking up or something was going on. This would protect you from something stupid happening on my WebSockets that would cause your program to throw an error, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it would just like fail to read the message in this case.
Sure.
It wouldn't crash the program.
But it wouldn't crash. Yeah. Okay. All right. You have this. Usually on a try catch, you want the catch to do something, print to a log or something. Sure. I imagine he could put like console log and then print like a WebSocket error, but it probably doesn't matter as much here because whatever error is being thrown here would necessarily have to come from my WebSocket, so you couldn't troubleshoot it anyway, I'm guessing, or you're just
Maybe.
It's still nice to know. It probably should, but I mean,
we're good. Fuck it. We don't care.
it will never actually throw unless
my programmers are flawless. My programmers are flawless, so it doesn't matter. Okay, this on close thing. I don't care. Okay, on close. I want to switch in. On close. This is when the WebSocket closes. If for some reason the connection closes from my site, then the logger is going to print that the website is disconnected, reconnecting in 2 seconds, and then you've got a set timeout, means it's going to wait for 2,000 milliseconds and then try to connect again, I'm guessing, every time the socket closes. Okay, error. Bullshit, this is for an error. And then eventually it just closes it if it spits out an error, I guess?
Yeah, but when it closes, it will then call the onClose thing. So it'll try and reconnect again. It's just to avoid like having to duplicate the logic and making sure it actually like properly shut down the errored one instead of having it in the background doing weird stuff.
Okay. All right. Okay. Node. I named this vestacode.js. Okay. So node vestacode, or I'm sorry, vestaboard. No, vestacode.js. Okay. This is starting, connected to destiny.gg. And now I imagine it's just listening for a WebSocket event that matches one of those 3 things, the gift sub, mass gift, or subscription.
Yep. So we, I guess, wait for...
Wait, do you have an event for donated money, like donation?
I might have forgotten to put that in. Yeah, hold on, I'll check the name of it.
Wait, where's the... Wait.
So, I forgot to add it into the script, but in the script, with the like list of things where you can see gift sub, mass gift, subscription, you should be able to put comma and then donation in all caps.
John, yeah, wait, okay.
Can you go full cam so we can see?
Sure. Wait, hold on.
In the it can be colored too.
Okay, wait. So I'm putting after subscription. I'm putting comma, space, and then the single apostrophe. I don't know what you call it. And then what is it called? Yeah. What's it defined as?
Donation in all caps. Just
donation.
Normal English donation.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to save this with the way that when you're running a program in node.js, is it compiling all this code and then just running it? Or is it going to, if I save something, do I need to rerun the program? Is basically what I'm asking. Does that make sense?
You need to rerun it.
I do need to rerun. Okay, sorry, whoever just donated, your shit got fucked. You just got rocked.
fixed.
Is there a way to escape or kill this program inside PowerShell? Or do I need to close?
Control C. So click inside PowerShell, then Control C.
Okay. Control C. Okay. Node, Vesta code, tab, run. Okay.
I'm going to be donating in the morning when you're fucking sitting at your computer doing nothing.
Good.
I'm saying Destiny go stream.
That's what your mom said.
I didn't even think about that. It's gonna be active while the stream's not even on.
Well,
Like 12 a.m.
unless I close the script.
You got no clue how to do that.
The WebSocket sends out a Destiny is live and Destiny is no longer live. I bet there's an easy way to turn the script on or
Link
off.
that in.
Yeah. But I don't think this would permanent. I haven't even decided how I'm going to run this yet or what that looks like. But actually, well, theoretically, I could just run this on my server, right? There's no reason why it has to be run on my computer since it's not using a local API, right?
She should run anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm actually not 100% sure if there is a message for the server. Sorry, for if you're live or not. I think that might just be like basically a bot message with a special thing. I might be wrong
Oh.
on that though. I've not really looked into it. It's not handled in any of the existing bot API stuff that people have made. So, and one of them is I think, used for the like bot source code for the actual bot in chat.
Mm-hmm.
But it might exist.
Any dono-ers? Let's see it.
And
Any
looking
Oilers?
at what this prints, this includes type payload. What is the payload?
That's the like JSON data that's sent alongside whatever message.
Okay, and on my website, is that defined as whatever the dono message is?
Which bit are you meaning is in payload? As in like the payload there is like a JSON object with a whole bunch of fields on it. It's basically whatever, like the thing I sent you in the paste bin, but without the gift sub thing. If you want the message, like you should be able to see the like various fields. So for I think gift sub and all of those ones, the message is in the data field. So instead of getting Nick, you'd get data from it. So it'd be like payload.data
Okay.
instead.
My sides, man.
Okay. Obama donated $5. Destiny is a girl's name. So can you explain to me where it got Obama exclamation mark from?
So I think this is for so if the message, I guess just so that it was set up so you could easily edit it, I just take the MSG message thing is just taking the like name from the message, the username, and putting an exclamation mark on the end.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking retarded. Okay. Send to Vesta board. Message. Oh, I see. You've got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's an exclamation mark on the end. But yeah, you could change that to look differently.
Okay. So Caps1 donated $5. Okay. Is there any way to pass along? So like you mentioned these JSON fields. Do those contain the dono message?
Yeah, so if you see the paste bin that I sent, like a full example of the JSON is there. So in the same way that we're accessing the Nick field to get the username, you could replace that with data, or access both, or you're basically just grabbing those fields from the JSON like text thing. If that helps at all.
Hold on. I'm looking at the WebSocket event, I'm guessing. I don't even see a JSON thing in here. What do you mean by JSON? Is that the whole thing or?
So you can see const payload equals json.parse.
Yeah.
So payload is like the JSON data that you can see in the paste bin.
Oh, I see. Okay, my bad. Okay. Payload.
So like you can just do like
one of these is defined
and
as
then the field.
gift sub. Oh, I see. Okay, so are you pulling this is this documentation like on my website?
No, this is from a logger that has been set up.
Is my website perfectly documented?
I don't believe there's any documentation for events.
I wish. I've been trying to.
All of this
I
has
didn't know
been
this website existed.
reverse engineered because it's a very simple API.
Well,
and also a little bit of
by
code from
simple,
the
you mean
visual bot.
elegant, right?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Well, there is no longer anything wrong with it. All of the voting events used to send out usernames with every single vote, so you could see exactly who voted for what, which was fun. And yes, there is logs that people have compiled of every result of every vote and exactly who voted for.
Damn.
Listen, Jader, I know you use Cursor. You can just type into Cursor, type generate documentation for this function. Do that for every single function and then send it to or post it on the website. Easy.
Okay, cute. Okay, listen, I had fun tonight. I feel like my brain expanded, and I'm gonna remember every single thing for the rest of my life. Thank you, Uni. You're a god.
Fantastic. I would recommend doing an actual basic JavaScript intro course or something, because it helps a lot to know basic, like variable, constant, function, all that stuff really well.
We'll see. I'll think about it. But okay, thank you. All right. Well, I love you. Thank you so much, Uni. Radiant, kill yourself. And Mr. Wooten, good night.
Why is it not even... Hold on, wait. Can I have a final statement?
Yeah.
Final statement.
Go ahead.
Okay, the final statement is that I was here for the entire beginning section.
Got him. He's gonna talk to himself.
He starts coming closer or whatever.
Got him. We got.
Yes, please.
Come into a free show tonight, right there. We got some pretty.
Oh my god. Oh, she's a club promoter.
See when she starts coming closer or whatever. Yeah. Yes, please.
Oh, maybe I did walk by her work then. Maybe, I guess. Is this where I was? Is this where we were walking?
Come into a free show tonight, right there. We got some pretty big names tonight. David Jolly, Sunset Show, canceled their show, so comics are
Oh, they canceled it?
So yeah, so they're popping in for free here tonight. So check it out.
Cool. I do live streaming though. Can I bring the camera in or maybe not? If I put it only on myself or...
Probably not.
Has her own law firm, by the way, working 30 to 40 hours a week, by the way.
Listen to the comics. Maybe a free comic is 30.
Cool. Stand-up comedy.
It's going on right now. We have David Jolly, we have other big names, and other comics are coming.
Jolly. Wait, I think it's...
Damn. She does the stand-up and hands out tickets. I wonder if they let people open for, like, do like a 2-minute opener if you agree to be like a club promoter for a little bit. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna make my slave Jader make a real thing, because apparently we don't use anything in fuck Jader, okay? Alright, well that's cute, okay. It's very common for new comics to also promote. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
This is our last day in Chengdu, and let me tell you, chill ass Chengdu. I absolutely love it. Chengdu is goated. It's amazing. I'm annoyed. What else is new?
Oh, hold on. How long has he been out of town for? Oh, his viewership didn't even take a hit. That's really sus, isn't it? He didn't increase or decrease viewership while doing international travel? How could his viewership not take a hit at all? Interesting. He did mostly desktop stuff. Oh, if he's sitting here doing this a lot, then that would make sense, maybe.
I'm annoyed with my output. No Instagram posts. I just focus so much on streaming. And I rely too much on the Hasanabe industrial complex. I don't post anything. I don't post anything on my fucking Instagram. I don't post anything on my TikTok. Or I guess my TikTok team is just slow to pull the trigger, which is kind of shitty. But what are you going to do? But like we've been pumping out so much endless amounts of content, like literally nonstop. Every single day. And I feel like I'm not circulating it enough. So I'm frustrated on that front. Why are you worried about posts on IG and TikTok? As you said, you pump a lot of content. They're endless streams. Okay. Here, well, let's do a little inside baseball. I am currently trapped in an ecosystem where I'm basically an island.
Oh, he does listen to me. Look up. Oh, that's right. You are trapped. You're always going to be trapped, though. The reason why he's always going to be trapped because he's not capable of going to any other areas where he can be challenged. And he doesn't like to do collaborations unless he can gain clout. Because of that, you're always going to be trapped, right? So, for instance, like, I can think of 5 ways I'll talk about. There's so many ways that he could get huge viewership, but he's so scared, he won't do it. If he were to debate Hassan, that's a huge, or not, I'm sorry, not Hassan, Asmongold. That's a huge viewership event. Asmon and Hassan is 100,000 plus concurrent viewer debate on both sides, right? If he were to debate me, it would be a huge viewership event for him, as much as he doesn't like to admit it. If he was to debate Vosh, that's a huge viewership event, even if he doesn't like to admit it. He's prominent enough in large-scale left-wing tanky media that he could be debating and arguing with decent-sized right-wingers if they want to have that back and forth, maybe. These would just be massive viewership events, but he can't do it because he's built up such a tower of lies around him that for him to try to confront other people, it would just be a miserable fucking failure. So that's his issue, is because he's constructed a tower of lies, and it will all come crumbling down if you were to try to fight with anybody. So you have that issue. You've got that issue. Then the second issue is that it's going to suck if he does this, because it's just a good career move for him. He should be dual streaming on YouTube. There's literally no reason why he wouldn't be. I don't understand why he doesn't. Unless it's because he watches too much copyrighted content, he's worried he'd get banned, or he still has some kind of exclusive deal with Twitch. I don't even know if they give those anymore. There's literally just no reason for him not to be dual streaming on YouTube. He's just completely cutting off that entire audience. It also seems like he's afraid to go on shows that are too adversarial. Like, forget just like debating history or whatever. He could go on shows like Fresh and Fit or whatever else, not necessarily that, whatever. He could do things like that, and these would be huge viewership events. He could farm clips, he could do all that, but he's so scared. So what he wants to do is he wants to grow organically on his own platform, but he doesn't want to lose any Twitch viewership, so he won't dual stream. He can't have any confrontation because he's too stupid or ideologically captured. He knows it. And then he's just fucked. Like, how does he expect to grow? So he gets his PR firm and then all these Gamergate-inducing women in journalism to write these puff pieces on him. But, bro, people that read the New York Times don't fucking watch Twitch. Nobody's reading a variety piece on you and be like, oh, I'm going to go watch Hassan Piker stream on Twitch. It's just not that type of viewership. He's mind-fucked himself into his own little fortress arc because of how many lies he's told about other people and about himself that he can never branch out. He's locked himself off. Yeah.
System where I'm basically an island. Okay? I have a lot of friends, and it's great. And that island is big. It's very big. It's one of the biggest islands in the streaming world, right? It's one of the top 10 largest islands, but it's an island nonetheless. And the problem is we're partitioned off from the rest of the world. We're partitioned off from the rest of the world because anytime this island travels, like the natives of this island travel to other islands, okay, and to show friendship and collaboration, the enemy islands come in and seize in on the waters and start making it, uninhabitable for all of the other surrounding islands. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, in order for this community to just not stay the same fucking size and consistently expand and spread the good gospel of socialism, I have to expand. Right now, I'm not doing enough on that front. Yes, you need more TikTok editors. 5 TikToks in 11 days.
But spamming content to TikTok and Instagram is not going to do it. It's going to grow your audience. You'll grow on those platforms, but I'm not aware of any Twitch streamers that are getting big on Twitch just because of Instagram or TikTok. You have to, the Twitch audience or people that watch streams are just a kind of person. Like stream content is a kind of thing you view. Like if you got a really big TikTok following, you probably get a lot of people following on Instagram or vice versa. But to go from that to YouTube streams or Twitch streams, it's very hard to do.
Not good enough? Yeah, we should have been putting out 30 TikToks a day. I'm gonna tell Austinox to hire one of these like clip farms. We should have been putting out 30 TikToks a day. They probably
Hire? Why would you hire somebody if you're opposed to owning capital, but you'd be a boss or an employer?
we would have had at least like 10 of those 30 go super fucking omega viral. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. It don't matter. Quality over quantity, bro. I get you. No.
No. He needs a clout, baby.
On TikTok, it's not quality over quantity.
It's clout.
On TikTok, it's about speed
And clout.
and it's about pumping it.
He
It's
needs
about
that
flooding the
clout.
base,
Hell yeah.
flooding the zone.
He's probably still mad that probably one of the overwhelming public sentiments or overriding public sentiments of him right now is probably still the shot collar thing. And it's not, and he probably really doesn't like that.
She's coming for your Twitter account. My favorite, I made a TikTok about this.
Oh my god, sorry.
No, it's fine. No, get the.
My like allergy spray.
Where then you had the opposite, where a lot of these individuals. One of my favorite, I made a TikTok about this. One of my favorite, you want to move?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move.
Opposite, talking about this.
You keep your.
Has she ever disclosed her autoimmune condition? Because if she hasn't, I don't think she has one. Okay, I am so tired. Fuck me. I'm not arguing about Expedition 33 for 12 hours tonight again. This fucking thing, dude. Holy shit. Oh, it's not the video. That was one of the most awkward. Oh my god.
You got to open it.
Oh, I have to open it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It's easier because it's an olive jar, though. Wait, put it.
My nail is fucking me up.
Yes, I do have a source for that. If you would like it, it's from the NIS. Anybody can find it. I just cited all of the statistics on it yesterday. Uh-oh. Come on, you can do it.
Put it right side up. Just
You can
so
do
doesn't
it. You
spill
got
on
this.
All right, bro. I can't do it. Here.
All right. Oh my god. I guess, yeah, Andrew, go ahead.
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
It's like a.
Play the. Fuck. What's the. Super. Fuck. What's the. There's the new DB super music or whatever. Dun. That's what it's got to start there. Oh no. You need me to open it?
I guess, yeah, Andrew, go ahead.
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
It's like a. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I do. This seems a little immature now. For $1,000.
Hey, the guy sent $1,000.
Yeah, but it seems slightly immature.
It's all fucking
it's just
slick now.
It's a little.
See, it
little
is.
I gotta grip it.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If you can't open it either.
Well, your hand greased the whole top of it.
My hand are fine. Here, high five.
It
My
literally.
shit is slow.
It's look, feel it. Isn't that greasy?
It was like that already. Oh my god.
No,
you're
it
ridiculous.
wasn't. You greased the top.
I feel like this is like a home movies, like Adult Swim TV show moment or something.
Oh my Jesus, Andrew. If you can't open the olive jar, you cannot
Here,
blame my
while we're
hand.
doing olive jar.
If you're so strong, you should open it.
Yeah, I got to be able to grip it.
Okay, we'll grip it. Let's
It's
go.
literally slippery.
Back.
Grab me a paper towel so I can dry the top of it off.
Okay, once the top is dry, if you still
But do
can't
we
get it
now
out.
need to allow her another opportunity with the?
Yeah, give her the paper towel so
Give her
that.
the
No,
paper
I think
towel.
you should do it, Andrew. You're the big strong man. There you go. Come on.
Here, I'm gonna let some chats come
Ungreased.
through. We got some
Red
chats
Fox
while they're working on that.
donated
Red Fox,
$200.
thank you.
Deontology prioritizes intent, but threshold exceptions introduce consequentialist reasoning.
I'll let
Hang
you
on.
go first if you want.
No, Andrew, I greased it all up. There you
Rules are
go.
absolute. Introducing a threshold is ad hoc.
Oh my god.
Red Fox, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
I can't grip the fucker.
Uh-oh.
Like, I gotta have a way to grip it.
Jungle.
Andrew, I'm sorry. It's not.
My fingers slip
What a
right off the
backfire.
lid. My fingers are literally slipping off the lid. I just can't grip it.
You know what? Maybe the olive jars are harder than the pickle jars.
They're not hard to open, but I can't grip the fucking thing.
Watch this shit.
So you can't blame me for my greasy fingers now. Like, go ahead.
It's still greasy. The top of it's like,
You tried it with like 4
feel
million
it yourself. Tell me
Should
I'm
I-
wrong.
You know what?
Is that not greasy and
It is actually a
sticky?
little greasy.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking greasy.
I'm gonna let.
But it's the top, not the
Lulu
sides.
donated $200.
Lulu, thank you for this.
Katara, you got good morals,
Who's
but you're not
Katara?
engaging with Andrew on the level in which he's challenging you.
Oh, he's calling me.
You're
Here, you know what? Let me
Yeah,
comment.
this is not
about the
openable.
ideas you believe in.
Fucking Fort
Read
Knox.
a philosophy book.
Here, go.
Yeah, just can't grip the.
Okay, now I want it to be.
I got
open.
this,
It's like pissing
boys.
me
Pisses
off.
me off.
Yeah, I know.
Should we have Jake
You'll see the same thing. It's
Come
just
on, bro.
greasy.
It is.
See, it's
My
fucking
hands
greasy.
slide
It
My
just
hands
slides
slide.
off of it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just too fucking greasy.
Yeah, you know what?
You'll get the same thing. Come in here, Jake. You think? Come on, you'll see for yourself. You can't get your fucking hand on it. Try it. Nah, you fucker. That was bullshit. Bullshit. I loosened it for you.
I just want to say for record.
We got a little olive juice. Let's get off the table.
So
Get
does
off
he
the
have
table.
does he own your free will now? Because he could open it and you couldn't, based on Forrest.
Wipe it up.
He could at least grip it, I guess.
So I don't know.
Just want to remind you, Andrew, that Jake just totally mogged you.
Well, didn't Jake just totally mog you?
Well, hey, I only got it.
He
for
mogged all of us. If
Didn't
we're being
didn't Jake just
realistic.
mog you?
You had
He
it
kinda
for a
mogged all of
minute,
us.
Andrew, and you
It
were
was
standing
greasy
up and
as
shit.
fuck, and
You
I
were
couldn't grip
standing
it.
up and shit. I got one more chat coming through, and
What is this? I feel like, what is there, like a TV show or something? I feel like there's something I've seen where it's like, where they argue for something stupid like this. It's Always Sunny, is it? Maybe I think I was saying. Okay. Sounds like a Curb Your Enthusiasm. Maybe. Fuck, I'm tired. Okay. I love you guys. I'm going to sleep. I did crush connections tonight. Don't forget it. Be careful. I love you. Bye.